Okay, we're here with Luke to now work with some ratios. Ready to go, Luke?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to do two kinds of things. We're going to think using tables of ratios, and we're also going to think using graphs, okay?
Okay.
All right, so let's think of a situation here. We're back to this idea of smoothies. So in a smoothie, the ratio of strawberries to bananas in a particular smoothie recipe is 3-to-1. And what I've done here is I've made a table of bananas and strawberries, and I've put in some of the values here. Like if there's one batch of this smoothie, there would be 3 strawberries and 1 banana, because the ratio of strawberries to bananas is 3-to-1. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
And we could read this the other way. The ratio of bananas to strawberries would be what?
1-to-3.
1-to-3, right? Okay, so we can think of it in either direction. Now, if there were 2 batches, you can see there would be how many bananas?
2.
And how many strawberries would there be then?
6.
Okay, so help me fill in the rest of the table. What should go in this blank right here?
9.
Right. And how did you calculate that?
Well, it's going by 9s. By 3s. Because one of them is 3, so it's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15.
Good. So you notice this pattern right here, right? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15.
Yeah.
Good. And what's the pattern over here?
Just 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5.
Good. It'll be 5 right there. That's the right number. Now, another way you could do is you could say, each time I have a number over here, what do I do to get the number that's over here?
Multiply by 3.
Multiply by 3, right? So if I had a number down here that was 100, if I was going to make 100 batches of smoothies, what would the number over here be?
300.
Right. So one way is to do your skip counting here, but the other way is to think about what number's over here and then do it that direction, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. You could also go the other direction, right? So what if I put a number that was here that was, I don't know, let's say 30. What number would go over here?
10.
10, right? And how did you get that? What math did you do in your head?
Well, 30 divided by 3 is 10.
Good. So the other way is dividing by 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so ratios, you're used to these kinds of tables, and these tables are really just ratios a lot of times. So let's ask ourselves a question. If there were 27 strawberries in a smoothie batch, how many bananas are there?
9.
Good. You did the exact same thing. What was that? What did you do in your head?
27 divided by 3.
Good. So that's thinking with tables. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go over and think with graphs. So what I've done over here is I've graphed some of the points that are in this table right here on this graph. You can see there's 1, 3, where bananas must be the X, right? Because that's the first number. And strawberries must be the Y. That's this first point here. You can see there's 3, 9 from right here. What is a point that's in this table that could fit on this graph that's missing? We'll ask ourselves that question.
Let's see. 4 and 12. Oh, wait, actually, no, that one fits.
4 wouldn't fit. It would be up here. That's it. You could graph it if you have a big enough graph, but what's another point?
1 and 3.
1 and 3 is there.
Yeah.
What's another point that's missing, that's not graphed yet? And I'll give you a hint. Just look at the table and kind of go down the table.
2 and 6.
2 and 6, right? Can you grab the pointer and show us where that would be? Go ahead and move the pointer to where that would be.
2 and then up to 6. So
Good,
right there.
good. Let's go ahead and graph that. Okay, so there's 2, 6. All right, let's ask ourselves another question. What do you notice about these points? What can you say about them?
If you draw a line, then it doesn't curve, or it's a straight line through all the points.
That's right. So when you have a ratio like this, it's going to be a straight line for your graph. Good. And what do you think this point 0, 0 means? What does that mean?
I don't know. It's
how
just
many
the
batches of smoothies?
0.
So how many bananas are there?
0.
And how many strawberries?
0.
Good. See, that's what it means. That this is the 0 batch point. And one last question. If we were to use a graph here, we could take this line, or these points that are in a straight line, way up here so that we were where the 10 was for the number of bananas. How many strawberries would there be there if there were 10 bananas?
There would be 30.
30. And how did you get that?
10 times 3.
Yeah, because everything is multiplied by 3. 1 times 3 is 3. 2 times 3 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. Just like over here in the table, right?
Yeah.
And you could take this out to where x equals 1,000. And what would the number of the y-axis be?
3,000.
3,000 using the same math. Great job.